Now tell me who can stop me. I'm in the zone. Competition's none in a league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. Now who can stop me? I'm in the zone. Competition's none in a league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne.
What is going on, guys? My name is The Magician, and this here is a double MOAB gameplay on the map Resistance. And didn't really want to talk too much about the gameplay. One thing I should mention, though, is that we're down 30 points at one point. Like, we're down 180 to 150, and we somehow make a comeback in this game. So it's kind of a neat gameplay, but that's about it I wanted to mention for the gameplay. But in this commentary, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about a certain magic show that I performed the other day. Well, it was an interesting magic show, to say the least. If you guys didn't know, I mean, you obviously know I'm a magician, but I perform magic shows, and I do a lot of magic shows for ages, I don't know, 4 to 10 years old. And, you know, it's a kids' magic show. I perform for an hour. I usually perform at kids' birthday parties, stuff like that, and I make pretty good money off of it. But that's besides the point. So it's this story about this one particular magic show. It was for a group of 5-year-olds, and it was funny because I performed the show. The parents were great. The kids loved the show, and at the very end, you could tell there was one parent who was an immigrant. You could tell he might have been Spanish or Hispanic, but you could tell he wasn't from the U.S. And so after the show, he asked if I wanted something to drink, and I'm like, yeah, you know, my throat is a little bit parched now. I guess a water would be fine. So he comes back about 5 minutes later, and he's holding a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and he's like, "Oh, would you like this, the Mike's Hard Lemonade?" And I'm like, "No thanks, man, because if you didn't know, I'm only 18 and obviously can't drink in the U.S." Ha ha ha, that's funny. No, but I wasn't about to drink, you know, in front of the 5-year-old kids that I just performed for, so I thought it was kind of funny. And the guy said, "Oh, do you want a beer or anything?" You know, he offered me another beer, and I'm like, "No, you know, I'm really not old enough to drink." But that's not the funny part of the story. I just thought that was kind of amusing. The funny part is, or the kind of sad part is the second part that I'm about to tell you about. So just to introduce it, every Wednesday night I perform magic at a restaurant. And when I'm at the restaurant, you know, I'm doing close-up magic, I'm doing a lot of card tricks, I'm making balloon animals for kids, and it's a fun time. But at the restaurant, usually I haven't been taking tips, because I make 15 bucks an hour, and it's not a ton of money. It really isn't. For a magician, most magicians make at least $50 an hour working at a restaurant, so $15 is nothing. But I usually don't accept tips. Usually what I'll say is, "Oh, here's my business card. If you ever have a show, please give me a call." And I think that's better than taking the $1 or $2 tip that they might offer me. So usually what I'll do is, if I see that they're going to offer me $1 or $2, you know, I don't want their dollar. I mean, I'd rather them call me up and, you know, book me for like a $150 magic show. So that's the background to the story. Now, what happened was, at this one particular kids show, I was performing magic for the adults afterwards. I decided, you know, I want to perform a little more magic. I want to try out some new routines, so I'm going to perform for the adults. So I took out my pack of cards and I started performing for the adults. Now, I started performing, and I did a very nice performance, I believe. And afterwards, one of the adults wanted to tip me. So, you know, naturally, I was so used to turning down tips because of the restaurant. When the guy held out the money, I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm okay, thank you, though. You know, just give me a call if you ever have a party." And so when I turned down the tip, and right when I said, "No thanks, you know, just call me for a party," right when I was in like mid-sentence, I looked down, and the guy was holding a 20 and a 5. That's right, guys, he was going to tip me $25. I turned down a $25 tip. And the worst part was, once I said no, like, I can't accept the tip, you know, I'd rather you call me for a party. It's not like I could be like, "Oh, wait, you know, that's $25, I guess I'll take that back." You know, it's not like I could do that. So, you know, the rest of the night I was a little bit upset, but I thought it was a funny story overall, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. But if you want to hear more entertaining stories about my magical experiences, please drop a like. If we can hit 30 likes, I'll release a new magic trick for you guys, and maybe a new story on the way, but definitely a new magic trick. Let's try to hit 30 likes on this video, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Guys, my name is The Magician. Hope you enjoyed this commentary, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.